Chicken sandwiches, donuts, French fries, mozzarella sticks. Just give me a corn dog, or what's called a corny dog at the State Fair of Texas, and you're speaking my love language. But these fried favorites could cause you to feel depressed or anxious. According to a recent survey from a research group in China, fried foods cause a 12% higher risk of anxiety and a 7% higher chance of depression. It doesn't seem like a large percentage, but anything will help, especially as mental health has been in focus. Joining us right now, food scientist and professor of nutrition and food studies at George Mason University, Dr. Taylor Wallace. Thank you so much for being with us. So really, fried foods cause depression and anxiety? Say it ain't so.
Well, we should use a little bit of caution when interpreting this study. This is a population study, which is where we follow large groups of individuals. In this instance, it was about 150,000 individuals. Population studies are great at showing correlation. So, for example, consuming chocolate is correlated with winning a Nobel Prize. But we know that consuming chocolate doesn't actually cause you to win a Nobel Prize, right? This is very similar. So when you take fried food, for instance, we know that weight gain and obesity are very highly correlated with depression and anxiety. And people who are overweight and obese typically have a higher intake of fried food. Now, this also isn't telling you to go to town on fried food, but we should use some caution when we're saying, that it's going to cause obesity, because this is just a correlation that could be interfered by a number of factors that we're not controlling, since this is not a clinical study.
Right, but this was about mood and attitude, and French fries happen to be singled out in this study. Do we know why?
Well, there's a lot of research, mostly because French fries are one of the most widely consumed fried foods, right? We consume French fries and potato chips. And so they're often the culprit in many of these types of studies. Now, any type of fried food, we wouldn't recommend, because it comes with a lot of saturated fat and, those empty calories that we don't want in our diet. But instead, we should be focusing on a healthful diet, getting enough fruits and vegetables, focusing on lean meats and proteins in our diet. And that's really getting enough physical activity. That's really how we prevent mental health issues like depression and anxiety.
Okay, so if I eat salad 3 times to 4 times a week, and I eat fried food once a week, will I be able to stay away from depression and anxiety and still be able to have a cheat day? I think that's what everybody's wondering. Can I still have a cheat day?
Absolutely. I'm one of those scientists. I believe in practical tips for people. I try to eat healthy during the week, and on Saturday, I have my day where I go out with my friends, and sometimes I have a beer and have a piece of pizza, and I think that's
You do?
Okay.
The nutrition guy? It's
Absolutely.
possible. Okay.
It's possible.
What should we eat instead? I like there's a mouth feel to French fries, and it's like just this picking up snacks. And I don't know, there's just something about this behavior of putting little bites of snacky items in your mouth. So what could we do besides that? I try to trick myself and make sugar snap peas or cut up carrots taste like a French fry. It doesn't really work, but at least I'm doing the same kind of motion.
Yeah, well, actually, I just created a recipe in my kitchen of oven-baked fried chicken, where I used a lot of different spices and breadcrumbs and then baked it in the oven. So it has a similar taste to fried chicken. You can also air fry potatoes if you cut them really thin, and it gives you that crispy texture that a French fry does. Or you could just settle with some carrots and hummus and be good during the week, like you should.
Are air fryers really healthy? Because everybody and their mama has an air fryer now, and it's like you still have the word fry in there. So I'm trying to figure out where the health benefits are.
Right. Well, you do need a little bit of oil on most products in the air fryer. But for the most part, yes, you save yourself a lot of saturated fat and calories by using the air fryer in most foods.
Whew. I thought we were going to have breaking news and tell people air frying is still frying, so you can't have it because it's fried. Dr. Taylor Wallace, thank you so much for breaking it all down for us. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.